The first time the back door alarm went off, I reset it without thinking. The second time, I checked the cameras. I wish I had done that the first time. This happened when I was working nights at a small warehouse at the edge of town. It wasn't a huge place, mostly storage for equipment and parts, with a small office up front and a loading area in the back. The night shift was just one person, me, from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Most nights were quiet, too quiet sometimes, but I didn't mind it. You lock up, you do inventory, check paperwork, maybe watch something on your phone during slow periods. Nothing ever really happened until that night. Around 12:40 a.m., I heard the alarm. A sharp beep from the control panel. Then, silence. I looked over at the screen. Back door open. That didn't make any sense. I had checked all the doors during my first round. Everything was locked. I got up from the desk and walked toward the back hallway. The building felt colder than usual. Quiet in that heavy way where every step echoes. When I reached the door, it was closed. Completely. I checked the handle. Locked. I stood there for a second, confused. Then went back to the panel and reset the alarm. Looking back, that should have been enough. An alarm doesn't trigger for no reason. But nothing looked wrong, so I let it go. About 15 minutes later, it happened again. I turned immediately this time. Looked at the panel. Back door, open. I didn't move right away. Something about it felt different now. Instead of going straight to the door, I walked over to the monitor, pulled up the camera feed. The back loading area came into view. Empty. No movement, no open door, nothing. Then something shifted. A shadow. Near the edge of the frame. It wasn't clear, just movement. Then stillness. I leaned closer to the screen, trying to make it out. Then I saw it. A hand gripping the edge of the door. From the outside. Holding it just enough to break the sensor. Then pulling it closed again. My stomach dropped. Someone was out there, and they were testing the door. I stepped back from the monitor. Heart racing now, trying to think. The building had 2 exits. One in the front and one in the back. The front one was locked. Deadbolt, keypad. The back? I had just seen someone trying it. I grabbed my phone, started dialing, but then stopped because I heard something. A sound from the hallway. Inside. Not from the back. From deeper in the building. Footsteps. Slow. Deliberate. My blood went cold. That didn't make any sense. The doors were locked. They shouldn't be inside. The footsteps moved closer. Then stopped. Just beyond the corner of the hallway. I stood there, not moving, not breathing. Then, a voice. Hey! Quiet. Too close. I backed up slowly toward the office. The voice came again. I know you're here. I turned and ran, back to the office, shut the door, locked it. The office had a second exit, a single door, a side door leading outside. I moved toward it. My hands were shaking. Then a loud bang. The office door. He hit it. Hard. The handle rattled. Open it, he said. I didn't respond. Another hit. The door frame shook. I unlocked the side door, pulled it open, and cold air rushed in. I stepped outside and ran. I didn't look back, and I didn't stop. I circled around toward the front lot, trying to stay out of sight. As I came around a building, I saw something that made my chest tighten even more. A car, parked near the front, engine running, driver inside, waiting. I froze for a second, then understood. There wasn't just one. I turned and ran in the other direction toward the road. Behind me, I heard a door slam. Footsteps again. Faster this time. He was chasing me. I pushed harder. Feet hitting the pavement, breathing uneven. The road came into view. Headlights in the distance, and I ran toward them, waving. The car slowed, then stopped. I reached it, pulled the door open. Please, I said, drive. The driver didn't hesitate, and we pulled away fast. I looked back just in time to see him reach the edge of the road. Stopping, watching, not chasing anymore, because now I wasn't alone. Police were called. They searched the building, and they found signs of forced entry at the side access point I hadn't checked. He had gotten in before the alarms. And the person in the car? Gone. They never found them. I quit that job the next day. What stays with me isn't just how fast it escalated. It's how close it was. If I had gone straight to that back door the first time, if I hadn't checked the camera, if I had waited even a few seconds longer in that office, I wouldn't have made it outside. I don't think he would have let me leave at all.